Hey there, my name is Brittany Bryden. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. This class is for the mamas-to-bees to do during your third trimester. So I know things are starting to get a little uncomfortable, moving around is not as easy anymore, so I'm hoping this class will be a nice gentle stretch class for you to do anytime you're feeling sore and you just need a little bit of movement into your day. So I have a yoga bolster here, but if you don't have a bolster, you can use a thick pillow. Something like a couch cushion would be great, or you can also use a couple of pillows. Just something that gives you a little comfort or elevates you sometimes in some of the postures that we'll be doing. And that's gonna be for the first one. So we're gonna come to sit on that bolster. We'll face the long edge of our mat. You're gonna sit on your bolster, your pillow, or whatever it is, again, so that the pelvis is elevated. And you're gonna take your legs out nice and wide. So from here, toes face the ceiling. You can bend the knees or you can have them fully straight. Just take a moment, shake the legs out. And then from here, you're just gonna walk your hands forward. So you might have to scoot your hips back a little bit onto the pillow. Just walk your hands forwards. Let your head relax. Close the eyes and just bring awareness to your breath. And then walk your hands in. You're gonna leave your left leg as it is. Bend your right knee so you can use your hand to help with that. Bend that right knee and set the right foot down the ground. So your right foot is turned out a little bit. Left toes are still facing the ceiling. Your left hand's just gonna come to the ground the inside of that left leg. Reach your right arm up and just start to lean over to the left. So you can look underneath that right arm up toward the ceiling. And then bring yourself up. Just take your right arm to the inside of the right leg. So like you're reaching that hand towards the front of your mat. Rotate the chest up towards the ceiling and reach your left arm up. Letting that top arm fall back a bit. And then come back to center. Take your right leg long now. Bend your left knee. Set the left foot down. Again, that left foot is slightly turned out. Right hand to the inside of the right leg. Reach the left arm up and then lean over to the right, looking underneath the left arm. Bring yourself up. Take your left arm to the inside of the leg. Rotate the chest up towards the ceiling as you reach that right arm up. And just let that top arm fall back. So you can press that left arm into the leg. The leg's gonna push back a little bit. And then come back to center. So however's easiest for you, you're gonna swing your legs around. And we're gonna come into a table. So now you're gonna take your bolster or your pillow towards the front of the mat. Walk your knees back a bit. So hands are gonna be on the pillow, or you can bring your elbows onto the pillow here. You're gonna lower your chest down towards the floor. So if you are on the elbows, you can bring your hands together in prayer and send your fingers up. Either way, envision like you're trying to bring your armpits down to the ground. Lifting yourself back up. Hands come onto the pillow. So shoulders over top of the wrists, knees a little bit wider than hip distance. And we'll move through cat-cow. So you're gonna lift the chest through the gate of the shoulder, send the tailbone up, flex to the spine. So I want you to feel like you're pushing away from the floor. Take the chest forwards, tailbone up. And then round. A couple more cycles of cat-cow, adding in anything else that feels nice. One more round. And then coming into your neutral spine, bring your left knee more towards center and step your right foot to the outside of the right pillow. Tuck your left toes under, pick up your left knee, and just scoot the knee back a little bit. So you're gonna lift your chest forwards, drop the pelvis down towards the floor, and then send the hips back, straighten the right leg, and flex the right foot. And then bend back into that front leg, chest comes forwards. And then hips go back, flex the right foot. One more time, bend into the front leg. And then send the hips back. You're gonna come into that low lunge and we're gonna stay here for the stretch. You can stay on the hands, or you can bring your elbows down onto the pillow. You can keep pressing your right foot in the floor, or you can externally rotate from the hip and come onto the outer edge of that right foot and let the knee fall off to the side. So just depending on how it feels for you today. We'll take a few breaths in whatever variation you chose. And then you're going to come onto the hands. Bring your pillow or your bolster back a little bit, so now your right foot is in front of the pillow. And then walk your right foot over to the left side, and you're going to come down and rest the right glute onto the pillow. So from here, we're creating a 90-90 shape or a pigeon. It depends on what variation you'd like to choose for yourself. Right knee is in line with the right hip, and then heels in line with the knee. So your front shin is parallel-ish to the front end of your mat. And then you can bend your back knee, or you can choose to straighten that back leg. It's totally up to you. And you're going to fold more towards the front right foot. So instead of squaring your chest off to the front, you're going to kind of turn your chest over towards the left side and then walk your hands forwards like you're bringing your sternum towards the right foot. This was one of my absolute favorites to do in my third trimester. And then lifting yourself up. So you can use that left hand to help bring that left leg forward. So we're going to stay seated on that bolster, just turning to face the front. You're going to bend your knees, set your feet nice and wide. Take your hands below the knees, and we'll just move through some cat-cows here. So you're going to lift the chest forwards again, sternum up towards the ceiling, and then round like you're pulling away from your legs. And then lift the chest forwards, and then round. A few more. Again, feel free. Maybe you want to add some circles here. One more time. And then sitting up tall, just take your legs over. It's really just however's easier for you to do this. We're just going to do the other side facing the back of the mat. So adjust that pillow, bring it forwards. You're coming into your table. Now bring the right knee more towards center, and you're stepping the left foot to the outside of the pillow. Tuck your right toes under, pick up your back knee, slide it back a little bit. So as you drop the pelvis down, send the chest forwards, and then hips go back, flex the left foot. Again, bend into the front leg, chest comes forwards, and then hips go back. One more time, bend into the front leg, hips go back. So now you're going to come into that low lunge, and we'll stay in hold. So you can stay here, you can come on your forearms. You might also be coming on the outer edge of that left foot so that knee falls over to the left. Take a few breaths wherever you land. Coming onto your hands. So now bring that pillow a little closer to you so that you can walk your left foot over to the right side and then lower that left glute down onto the pillow. So bending that front knee, bring that front shin parallel to the front end of the mat. You can bend that back knee as well, or you can straighten it. But you're turning your chest more towards the left foot. And then walk your hands forwards, folding in. Lock your hands in, lift yourself up. And then you're going to swing that right leg around. And then from here, you're just going to lift yourself off the pillow and lower down to the floor. So you're going to turn your pillow now so that your entire spine and head can rest on it. So we're going to use a pillow for supported fish. So your butt is going to come right to the base, and then you're going to lower down. Oh, already that feels so nice. Slide your shoulder blades underneath you. It will make it a little bit more comfortable. And then rest the back of the hands on the floor, palms up. You can shake out the legs, maybe add some movement through the fingers, roll the wrists, ankles. And as you close down the eyes, allow yourself to get nice and heavy into the pillow. It's there to support you. Notice where your mind is trailing off to as you get still. And see if you can pull your attention back to your breath. Using that as your anchor in the present moment. If you need a little bit more time, please stay. But if you'd like to gently come out of it, you're going to bend your knees and set your feet down on the ground. Taking your time, you're going to roll over onto your right side, slide the right arm underneath the ear. And then you're going to use your hands to lift yourself up. And then just come into a seated position. You can use that pillow to sit on. Close down the eyes. Take your hands on your belly. And together, big breath in. Let it go. Be humble and be kind. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Have a great day. Namaste.